that we walk in the blessing. We don't have to seek the blessing anymore. We are in it now. We just walk in it now. So now it doesn't make any difference to me if my house burns down. I can say, oh, praise God.
Amen.
I believe with Stephen. I live in a nice house. Been there. Or I'll come to your house. My house burns down.
I want the cabin here.
Yeah, I just, every day of the week I can stay in a different little place here. It's kind of cold, but I will still be walking in the blessing. This is where we haven't got a hold of it yet. Our walk with God is like a furnace with the thermostat. And it only comes on when we crank the thermostat up. Then when it gets too hot, we crank it down. Then we get cold again, we crank it back up. That's not walking in the blessing.
No.
We get in the blessing and we don't need the thermostat any longer. We're just what we are. And I don't care what people say about me. I don't care. I am what I am.
Amen.
And I have broken this bread of life to access the heavens. And I'm going to walk in it. And I don't care whether you do or not. Oh, I do care because I want you there. I want you to be able to walk in the blessing without having to go to the well to draw water every day. Once you get this living water in you, then you just walk in it. Always. Day, night, problems, sickness, health, sorrow, regret, good times, bad times, snow or rain or sun, whatever. We get into it and we just stay in it and we walk in the blessing. And we don't have to call it down. We don't have to, pray it down. We don't have to fast it down. We don't have to preach it down. It's just down. Heaven's come down to us. Good thing I was looking that way.
I'll go get my towel and water salt.
We have made empty vows and empty altars in empty churches long enough. And we've all done it. We've all made them vows and they've been empty. Because we didn't connect it to this breaking of the bread of life. That not only are there good moral people, but there are good people that don't know the Lord that make vows. Well, I'll do that. I promise. I vow. You took one when you got married. You took the marriage vows. I hope you're keeping them. And they weren't just empty vows. But we're trying to soothe our guilty conscience by all these empty vows at empty altars at empty churches. That's what it does. It soothes our conscience. And then our conscience feels pretty good till we get down the road a little ways, and then it starts nagging us again. So we go back and make another empty vow at an empty altar at an empty church. And think, oh God, I'm just really good now. I got it. I'm going. But we have not broken the bread of life. Wow. Oh. We argue over meaningless issues because of our religious ideas. That cannot save us or break open the heavens to pour out the blessings that we need. But we sure want to argue about, well, if you don't take communion, you're going straight to hell. Well, there are some that are taking communion that are going straight to hell too. And we need to tell them that. But communion is not the answer. It's the breaking of the bread, this bread of life. And I'm going to apologize if I've stepped on your religious toes here. Heaven will break open to us so we can appropriate what we need from its safety deposit box with our name on it. And there is that key that will open it up to us. And Jesus is the key, breaking his body that is the bread of heaven by our testimony, our daily living, our prayer, our praying for one another, our preaching, our prophesying, our fasting, our giving. And all I can say to you is try it. It works. The word says, given it shall be given unto you. Ask and you shall receive. And again, even tithing on the first fruit breaks bread. And then we ask ourselves, then why isn't it working? It is working. It works. I don't care what your carnal mentality tells you. This still works because it's breaking bread. Every month that I sit down now and I tithe from this church's income to Paul and Judy and their work in Africa while they're there, I'm breaking bread and accessing the heavens for my need. So it's working. Opening heaven is what we need to do now. And if it's not open to you, if you're sitting here today and you feel like, well, it's not open to me, okay. Then fix it. Change what you're doing. Change your attitude about a lot of things until all the little tumblers drop into place and heaven opens to you. You have access to all its treasures. And when this comes to pass, you'll not have to ask yourself anymore. You just walk in it. You still have to ask for others, but you'll not have to ask for yourself any longer because you're walking in it.
Amen.
If I've got it, why do I keep asking for it? For myself, I don't need to, but I need to ask it for others. And I can't get them to access the heavens by using this key of breaking the bread of life unless I'm there and have done it myself. That's why when you say, does it work? And my reply to you is, it's already working. You just haven't got the right key to open it. And that right key is Jesus Christ, who said, I am the bread of life. Some of us want to eat the manna that was given in Moses' day. Oh, if I could just eat that manna. Oh, if I could just have that experience. It wouldn't do any good. Oh, if I could just see an angel. Oh, if I could just see, some marvelous, miraculous thing happen. It would change my life. And it happens, and you meet him, and it doesn't change it. You'll be the same that you were before. Until you break this bread of life.